Hi everybody, this is my effective instruction in your content area discussion post number 2. It's my 5+ minute screencast that considers his perspectives and makes explicit connections to my content area. So to begin with, we have chapter 1, which is varied instructional methods and strategies. All of these are different methods and strategies you can use. So describe and demonstrate each strategy or technique before, during, and after. Provide clear explanations of what to do and how to do. So, for example, in my latest lesson that I had my students create a mind mirror, and on 3 separate occasions, I showed them examples and a list of requirements that they needed to have in their posters when they created the mind mirrors. So, giving them clear explanations of what and how to do continuously throughout the lesson. And then chapter 2 goes over teach students how to think, learn, and remember. So, key point that I want to go over is key habits of mind in students to help them succeed in school and life. So be able to gather and evaluate info, critically respond, and take responsibility of their learning. This is not only important if they go to college, but any career they do, because in any career that they do, they're going to be able to have to gather and evaluate info and critically respond to that info, regardless of any kind of career that they're in. So chapter 3 is assessing, understanding, and use the results to improve your teaching. So, for example, defining the objects and criteria clearly before you begin to teach lesson and unit. So, giving the students a clear view on what they should be striving for, the goals that they should be striving for, not only in that lesson, but in the whole overarching unit that they are going to be in for usually 4 to 6 weeks. And then we have chapter 4, which is use the right tools and technology to enhance instruction. So use an array of tools and technologies to enhance your teaching to present. So different kind of presentations, different kind of videos, different kind of tech that you can use to help students not only communicate but collaborate together as well. And then challenge them to think critically and creatively using tools and tech. So room for students to invent, tools to reflect. So given this screencast, for example, this is a tool for people to reflect on a content or specific content or a reading that they just read. For my example, Jim Burke's Effective Instruction, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Chapter 5, supporting all students to ensure success. Whoop. So, identifying and teach students' strengths. So, early identification. So, in the first few weeks of your year, you want to be able to identify all your students' strengths, their weaknesses, and being able to monitor how they're going throughout the semester as well. And then before a unit starts, giving a sort of pre-assessment to see where students are at with their knowledge of the content that they're about to be learning as well. So then we have chapter 6, which is maintaining a safe and predictive learning environment, which is super important. So establishing and maintaining a high expectations for quality of work and behavior. So giving a high bar for all your students to reach to no matter where they are in their level of knowledge of the content. And then giving them the support, the scaffolds, the materials, the visuals, and all sorts of different examples to give them the platform to be successful and reach for those goals and reach that goal. And then cultivate a safe and respectful environment at all times. So model respect, language, establish a respectful language, establishing them immediately. So providing a clear policy before class even or before the year even starts about how students should be speaking and collaborating with one another and maintaining a safe and respectful environment at all times. Chapter 7 is teach skills and knowledge in your content area. So designing authentic learning experiences that integrate skills and knowledge, embedded skills, identify and solve problems, essential learning questions. So like daily inquiry questions. The last lesson that I did, I had students address a question that was kind of like this: is what should the government do in economic crisis? And this, they were addressing the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl, and we're trying to learn different ways the government can or should help the people during these kind of crises. And then organize instruction into patterns, maximum effectiveness. So maintaining a certain pattern so your students know exactly what they're getting into during a unit or during even just a daily processes. Next, we have organize your instruction around big ideas and essential questions. So connect materials assignments to big ideas, and then include characteristics of effective curriculum in your conversation. So choose materials from a range of perspectives, connecting to each other in support. So, for example, in a World War II and in World War II in a world history course, you could have letters from different countries. So one's from people of Germany, people of France, people of Great Britain, the United States, Soviet Union, to give them to give students a different perspectives, a range of perspectives on a specific content. Then we have help students make connections. So generate a variety of types of connections. So graphic organizers are awesome, obviously. Prepare study guides. Study guides are great. And guided note-taking strategies. So even giving the class an assignment of having a class notebook and when they're taking notes, making sure that they're organized, and you can even have them turn it in and be graded so that you're teaching students how to strategically take notes. And then use connections to improve comprehension, increased engagement, and enhanced memory. So bring a film, other integrating questions, hypothetical questions. So, for example, a film be like the Grapes of Wrath for the Dust Bowl. That's what we're getting into now in our classes. So we're having them watch the Grapes of Wrath to understand the effects of the Dust Bowl for people in Oklahoma traveling to California. And then design lessons for maximum learning and engagement. So create lessons that will motivate and engage all students. That's super important. Getting all your students engaged is obviously a difficult task, but is one that everyone should strive for as a teacher because it's important that all your students get the opportunity to be um, get to be in their learning processes and motivated to learn. All right, and last, I think that's the end, and then the end. So thanks guys for watching and listening, and see you guys next time.